God, I forgot I had meat in my pocket. It jump scared me. So today I have some big plans. I want to explore the castle map that we found. This thing that I'm holding right here. This castle map is hopefully going to lead us to something pretty epic, and I cannot wait to do it. However, there are some things that I want to get done before we go off and explore. By the way, I really don't know what this castle has to offer. It could be anything. It could be a giant castle with nothing in it. It could be a giant castle with tons of resources. I'm hoping for the resource one. Now, back to that thing that I really want to get done first. Resources. Speaking of resources, this pack has kind of an interesting progression, very vanilla based progression outside of the create mod. And you may be wondering, Chosen, you're taking a long time to get through this pack. And I'll say this pack does not, like many other packs, have like tools, a ton of different tool options that allow you to mine a lot faster and collect resources tremendously fast. Everything is sort of slowed down. And for good reason, right? It's slowed down in this pack. That's why we have the respirator, keeping you from going underground and mining all the great resources very, very quickly. Like, all of these things are compounded into this pack. And so I am trying to find a nice sort of path that is going to ultimately lead us to success. And it may take a little bit of time. I've seen a lot of you guys in the comments wondering, Chosen, why are you taking so long? Why are you covering things? I'm covering things in the way that I cover things, as sort of a tutorial on top of a Let's Play, to kind of also show new options and new things that you may not know in all of these mods that I play with. That's just my playstyle. And let me preface this again. I am not going through this slow. I already have a ton of time wrapped up in this pack. In the statistics page, I am looking at almost 2 days worth of playtime. So am I going pretty slow? No, this has all been done in about 2 actual days worth of playtime already. Now, it may just seem like it's pretty fast in a lot of episodes, but let me tell you, it's not. It takes a long time to make these videos. Now, with that out of the way, let's actually gather a ton of resources. Now that we have a bit more iron, I can expand on that miner that I made a few episodes ago. And I want to do something. I seen someone comment an interesting idea that we could lift up our contraption and add a ton of drills like on the bottom half. And if we add enough drills to go down, for example, like 50 something blocks, we'll have a higher chance of getting a lot more diamonds and many other useful resources in the zone where we can't actually breathe. So now I've just built up about 32 blocks. I'm going to use my collapsible glider to glide my way down to safety here. Also, by the way, you can repair this glider with tough fabric and an anvil. So I've got this done, and I should be able to pop up here inside of our quadcopter. Now, this does say in the description it is great for building, and I will say it does have some useful perks with the building, but it is very dizzying, motion sickness inducing, as it does tilt you and everything, and you don't actually like slide to the left. You know, like the song, slide to the left or slide to the right. Like, it doesn't do that. You just spin in a circle. So it does make it a little bit more challenging for building. You can use it to get to heights, but I wouldn't call it a fantastic building tool. Nothing in comparison to, for example, Create a Flight, or in an alternative to that, really. But it will allow us to pop up here, and I have to readjust myself in just the right way. And there we go. So I want to put my cart contraption in. And so I'm going to need a cart assembler, and I'm going to add on to this. And let's go ahead and place the cart assembler, and let's go ahead and place our contraption in here. So, boop. Good thing it didn't break my cart. So what I need to do to this is I just need to glue more drills to this. And so I have like 40 something drills right here that I crafted up, and I'm going to just add them to the bottom. Now, something that I do want to note, even though we are breaking this bottom section, remember that our contraption does place a singular line down the middle. So this is going to place all the way down to the bottom. And it is going to still leave a single column for our tracks to go through because it's going to be placing it with the cobblestone. But this should mine all the way down here, at least 32 blocks, which isn't all the way down, which I would like, but hopefully after a couple of runs with this guy, we'll have plenty of iron and plenty of materials to continue adding onto this, all the way down to like 60, well, 55 blocks below the Y level 0. So here we go. This is quite a bit bigger. And I am going to go ahead and glue this middle section all the way into this part here. And then glue the rest of it. I guess I could have just done that from the start. But I should be able to glue all of this together here. Boop. And now we have a giant contraption with a ton of drills. Oh, this is going to be fun underground. Now, placing this down underground at Y level 0 is going to be kind of interesting. So this places everything down. All right, and we should be able to get some torches in here. I should be able to move around to the side, making sure we have everything back in this to get this jump started, making sure we have all of our tracks and everything placed in, ready to go, all of our powered rails. Let's see, power. I'm going to probably make a few more powered rails just to make sure that we have everything we could ever want. There's no way I don't have any sticks, right? All right, well, I'll go ahead and craft some real quick. Perfect. And we'll get those powered rails placed in. This is going to really like jumpstart this whole thing. So I'm gonna make sure that's in there, making sure we have at least a couple of the blocks of redstone. Those kind of slow this whole thing down. And then we should have plenty of cobblestone in here from our prior endeavors. Okay. And if I look here, you can see this has broke its way through. And all we have to do now is jumpstart this bad boy, and it should get going. Oh boy. And this is mining so many blocks at once. And we're going to see the hole that it leaves behind here in just a moment as it continues on. It should, yeah, it should continue placing the cobblestone down. Oh, wait, no. Wait. Why did it do that? Uh-oh. It's going to stop down there, I hope. But that's not what it was supposed to do. Uh-oh. And well, these are just minor inconveniences that I have to deal with sometimes. Now, I almost have a feeling it's something to do with the claims mod yet again, not allowing my deployer to place the blocks in. Unfortunately, if I send this on, yes, we will see yet again, it doesn't allow it to place the blocks. And I've tried to configure this the best I can. And it does, I've got to figure out, like, why won't it let those things place blocks? I think for just right now, I'm just going to simply unclaim this area. I can't, for some reason, go through this. I'm going to have to also unclaim whenever we get down here. Hopefully I can do that fast enough, but this should now allow this to actually place the blocks. And we'll see that once we get this placed back in and we get our blocks placed back in here. So yes, this should now be able to place this all in. There we go. And we can see now it's placing the blocks. So man, yeah, it is kind of frustrating. Like I said, with this open parties and claims mod, maybe it's not on the mod itself. I have no idea, but you may be running into this issue if you're playing this pack as well. Now we can see this thing mining out a huge area. And look, there's diamonds down there. Oh, that is fantastic. So we could go down there and start to clear out those areas as we let this continue on. So now I'm just going to enjoy the ride and let this mine up some juicy materials so I can get them processing while we go out and explore that castle. Now, as I'm moving on in here, there's some mobs that has opened up. And this is a little scary being on this this bridge here, but this guy right here. No, don't do that. Okay, it did anyways. Oh, it just summoned a bunch of mobs. Oh, and they have quite a bit of armor. Oh, thank goodness. We got rid of the summoner, though. Oh, man. Just imagine if we didn't have a gun like this. But at this point, our cart has now ran off. And I'm going to have to play catch up with it. Uh-oh. So I did go ahead and grab my contraption, and I want to take a look at this area. This is massive on the map. And there's something interesting looking over here that I want to kind of explore and get to. Because it kind of looks like a Tetris structure. Now, I don't know if that's the actual case, but it does appear like it is right down here, right next to all of this awful lava, which is going to heat me up quite a bit. And I don't have the best of resistances to the temperatures. Okay, let's just make our way through here. Okay, whew, I made it. All right, we should start to cool off now. And is this a structure? Oh no, it's not a structure at all. Oh, it just looks like there's a structure here. Unless maybe it's like higher up. It could be higher up. Also, I am actually kind of scared. This is a sprinter. It's a regular zombie. We got a skeleton. And then whatever this is. Oh, a slugger? A slugger. We should probably... He looks like the Hulk. Oh my god. They start running at you. I do not like that at all. Okay. This thing has some crazy AI too, by the way. Okay, got him. Got him, got him, got him. And then whatever this is. Whew, nothing compared to a pistol though. Ooh, and I just found some actual Stella. Oh, this is what allows you to make unbreakable tools and stuff down the road. But apparently my diamond-headed diamond axe is not diamond enough to break the Stella. Maybe eventually we'll be able to get a hone that'll allow us to fully increase our breaking tier to the diamond level potentially. We'll have to see. I do have a hone available. I should probably go back and get that efficiency upgrade. Now, something I want to note now that I am back up top and I want to go ahead and place this in so I can get the stuff out of the chest. Because it is longer, this will actually break into our base, and you may not want that. And the best way to sort of prevent that is making sure you give this a redstone signal, because you can actually still interact with the inventories and stuff on this while it is still in its contraption form. And so I can just place it down, interact with these, pull the stuff out, and then pick it back up, which is very nice. So that way we don't create a massive hole in the ground from our drills going into it, taking up the places of the blocks. Just from that little run, I ended up getting 8 diamonds. So we are on our way to getting netherite gear before long. And I'm assuming netherite is going to be a pretty fantastic gear set. Even though we have all these modded things, it's still a pretty potent set of gear. Now, something awesome we ended up finding was 42 geodes that thing mined up. Our drill mined this up, and I'm assuming it's from mining at lower depths because I didn't get as many when I mined the first time around. But we can break these open. And we're going to get different materials that we can use in, we get ores, but we also get these special materials from Tetra. So we should get ourselves maybe some special lapis as well. We've got some special emeralds. But yeah, this stuff right here has some really nice properties. So all this right here was just gathered up from those geodes, including 3 diamonds. And by the way, I just got my hone level on my pickaxe for efficiency up to level 4. And it seems like level 4 is where things just go burr. Yeah, that's nice. So now I'm starting to prep up for going on that adventure to find that castle. And, well, with this in mind, there's a couple of things I want to upgrade. Some of my stats with some experience that we've gained from just mining overall, using the Create experience, and also making one of the most powerful items that we could have on our journey. And in combat. And that's something that auto eats for us. Yes. So I think one of the best items to have in here, which could be one of the most powerful items in this pack for all of our journeys, is the ability for us to have like unlimited saturation, which means we can constantly regenerate our health. And to do that, all we need to make is a feeding upgrade and have our backpack upgraded to at least its first slot. So yes, this is definitely worth that ender pearl that I ended up getting. Eventually, we're going to have ourselves some villagers that will help. But what you want to do is definitely upgrade this into the advanced version. It's totally worth it. It's going to save you on food. And as soon as you take damage, it's going to auto eat for you and things like that. It's fantastic. Now, upgrading the backpack. You guys have been asking me to do this for a while. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to take my main backpack because I do have a secondary backpack down here for just storing things on our adventure. But this is our regular backpack. I'm going to upgrade it to iron, and then I'm going to upgrade it to gold. So we should have plenty of gold. It's just all locked away inside of blocks because of the way our system compresses things. But there we go. So now I have myself a gold backpack. Now the iron backpack really only expands one more row. And the gold backpack only adds another row. And notice the gold backpack didn't even give us another upgrade slot. And that's because they've severely nerfed these backpacks. So keep that in mind. Our upgrade slots are very limited and we may need multiple backpacks. I mean, I would really like to have a backpack that at least has 2 upgrade slots so I can have a magnet or a pickup and also a void. So I have a void bag. But for right now, this will have to work. And this gold backpack is quite nice. And then me even upgrading this will give us a gold backpack. I'm assuming upgrading this again, we should, with diamonds, hopefully get another upgrade slot. That would be fantastic. But for right now, this is going to get our feeding upgrade, and then leaving the settings the way they are. I like to set this to an allow list though, so that way if I put something in here that can be consumed, it doesn't get consumed. I'm just going to say, make sure we eat steak, and I should have plenty of steak on cook. I did end up cooking a bunch of it, and there we go. It already actually just ate for us. So we just keep this in our backpack, and we also free up another slot. That is what it's all about. And so that's probably one of the most powerful upgrades that we could have obtained today. Now, another interesting thing I want to do before my journey is, well, I think I want to tame one of these meat guys. Yes, you guys have let me know that you can tame them with rotten flesh in the comments, and I kind of like the idea of that. And apparently, once they're tamed, they will actually attack enemies with you. And I don't know if it's specifically zombies that they will attack, but if they do attack them, they grow stronger. And so we could actually use this as sort of a weapon. So let's see, forbidden. Let me go ahead and grab one of my quantum catchers. Actually, let's have both. We might as well have all of our quantum catchers on us. Let's see, quantum. I think this one has our villager Stephanie in it. But yes, I do want to grab this guy. And I can basically use it as a deployable weapon, which kind of sounds crazy. But if there's like a zombie nearby, we could just take it and boop and toss it out like a Pokemon. And then we can hopefully level this thing up. I mean, honestly, it's just like Pokemon. Now, I think at this point, I should definitely also build myself an enchanting table. And we need 15 bookshelves for this to make it at an optimized level. And we can go ahead and actually get this set up over here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 15 is like the good level, right? In my opinion, it's like right where it kind of needs to be. And I'm going to place it in for right now temporarily. And we just need an enchantment table. Hopefully this is actually pretty nice. Okay, so this is like your standard. Perfect. I was wondering with Cork being in here if it's going to be modified in any way, but I should now be able to at least upgrade my armor and craft myself up a sword. Oh, it does have a re-roll enchantments section in here. Interesting. Like, what does that actually do? We have fire protection. Like, what happens? So this is going to use 5. There's no way it's going to actually use 5 levels, right? For a reroll? No way. Okay, so let's take a look at our experience. So I do have quite a few blocks of this. And let's see. 1 stack of it doesn't give me a whole lot. But I do know that if we use the Forbidden Arcana stuff, we will have quite a bit. But I do want to try and get at least a few enchants out of this. This is just from mining. So we can put Unbreaking on here. That's pretty good. There's Thorns. Thorns is kind of meh. There's another Unbreaking. Ooh, there's a Protection. I'm just going to put, if I see Protection, it's going on here. An Aqua Affinity would be really nice. There we go. But yes, this is just what's going to happen, right? Put some enchants on some things. Also, can our glider, can we just put enchants on it directly? No. Can our respirator have enchants put directly on it? No. Okay, so we have to get books for these things to effectively be, yeah, we have to get like mending and stuff and have books. So villagers down the road will be how this works. What do we get? Unbreaking and fire protection on here. Oh, it's not the greatest in the world. Oh, that's nice though. Protection right there. So I might have to go through and redo as many of these as I can. I'm definitely going for that protection right here, and I'm breaking. That's fantastic. Oh, fantastic. And I just re-rolled using my grindstone, and this one actually gets us protection on our helmet. Protection and Aqua Affinity. So we have 2 pieces with protection here. I could try and re-roll the boots and hopefully get protection on it. This is going to be very unlikely. Unless I get insanely lucky like I just did. Oh, great. Protection 3. That's fine. Just having a full set of protection on here is all I actually wanted. Now, something we can also do, apparently, is we can enchant our gun. So we just got overcapacity, reclaimed, and accelerator increases the speed of fire projectiles, causing more damage. This just now... Wait, how many bullets can this hold now? What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, this thing is insane now. 40 bullets this can hold. And did you hear it? It sounds like a laser weapon. Okay. I think we're good. Now, I do want a sword just for backup. So there's 2 different steel swords. You have the one from Immersive Engineering, but you also have the one from Create Planetary Tweaks. And it just seems like going with the one from Create Planetary Tweaks is better because of the durability buff. So yeah, let's make that one. So let's go ahead and enchant this, and hopefully we get everything we need. So I think experience, let's make sure we level up. Man, we actually have quite a bit. And we just get, what is this, Slayer? Increases damage against monsters, and we get Soul Reaper. You know what? I'll take that, I guess. You know what? And I'm also going to do this one. So I made another sword, and this is going to have sharpness on it and knockback, which I'm not a huge fan of knockback, but it might actually serve us well with the way these guys run around. So I'm probably going to try this. Let's see. Do these stack if I put these together? So we have sharpness, Soul Reaper. Okay, so Slayer does not stack with sharpness. Ooh. You know what? I might just keep the Slayer and the Soul Reaper. Soul Reaper's gonna be nice for getting into the mob farm mod, which is the souls mod in here. not souls. I mean spirit. I still don't know how much we're gonna even use this sword. This thing is ridiculous now. All right, so now with the rest of our experience, I do want to use this to level some things up. For example, the strong fist, but also attack speed is very, very powerful. So if I can level this up as far as I can with how many levels we have here, this even allows us to shoot faster. So yes, leveling that up is great. It also makes our swing speed like very quick. Like this is insanely fast. We can swing now, and the faster we can swing, the more damage we can do over time. And let's go ahead and let's see. Let's just pull out all we can, because also increasing the amount of damage we do is going to be very necessary. So let's also crank that up as much as we can on the strong fist. Yes, this one does take quite a bit of experience in order to level up, as you can see. So I think at this point, I'm ready to go on an adventure. I have I think everything I need. We just need to hop on our gyrocopter and off we go. So, by the way, apparently you guys told me that this consumes, the only time it consumes our hunger is on the initial takeoff, I do believe. Which is kind of nice. I also changed my keybind for my dismount to F, so that way I can still shoot my gun and reload without dismounting. And yes, you can take on mobs inside of this thing. So let me figure out where we need to go on the map. Now this one seems pretty easy. It looks like we need to go northwest in some capacity to eventually find that location here. So we just need to travel northwest and hope for the best. And even flying through these biomes, we start to take a lot of heat, but it does look like my gear potentially is saving me here. And I didn't realize we had these biomes right nearby. This is great for terracotta. Now, as I'm adventuring, something that I will note, chunks load incredibly slow. That is something that you can actually, though, improve in this pack. And if you're struggling with that issue, it is in your options. Go into your video settings, and up here in the performance tab, there is a chunk update thread. And if you actually set this to higher than default, which is set to 0, depending on how many actual cores you have on your computer, you should be able to set this a little bit higher. For example, I set it to 8, and now the chunks load significantly quicker. And it's all dependent on your CPU, of course, and how many actual cores you have, but might as well utilize those cores for chunk loading if you're not using them for anything else. Looking at the map, oh boy, we're getting very close, because we're starting to now uncover land. And that is going to be fantastic. I'm excited to see what actually this castle represents. I think this is it. This up ahead is apparently the castle? It's a lot smaller than I actually expected it to be, but it is kind of like, I don't know, kind of nice looking. Okay. It's got purple and yellow as the colors. And I wonder, where should I, like, I don't know, hop into this? Like, is it, it doesn't look like there's any mobs nearby, judging by the map. Oh, there's a couple of them. It's villagers. Oh, there's villagers in here. Okay, I've got to find a place to sort of land safely. I would land on the roof, but I think I want to enter in from the front. Oh, and there's create stuff. Okay, let's grab that. Oh man, you gotta love it. It just explodes. Okay. Ooh, discover the castle. Okay, let's open the door. It looks like there's just villagers in here. Look at the door opening up. Oh, is it just like pre-set up villager areas? Oh, it is. There's just regular stalls already ready to go. It is a villager trading hall. However, with this mod in here, I don't know if this is a suitable area for these villagers, to be fair. But yes, there's a bunch of villagers in here. Hello, friends. They will hate me, though, I'm assuming, as soon as I open up these inventories. Oh, and there's a lot of good stuff in that chest. Look at that. Oof. I mean, if we break even these blocks, if this is considered a village, there's a mod in here that just makes them hate us after we've done that. There's tons of create things, though. Splash bottles, honey bottles. Oh, man. I think that it wears off after a little bit of time, so we might be able to take on this village and actually claim some of these things. And then we could potentially make a nether portal path to be able to get here. If we set some coordinates, we could definitely maybe do a nether portal bridge to this location. There's a button here. Does that do anything? No. I wonder if there's like a chest under here. Okay. Are you guys gonna get mad if I break a block? Okay, they didn't get mad if I broke the block. Are you gonna get mad if I open an inventory? Okay, they didn't get mad. What about these? These haven't even generated yet. Okay. Are you gonna get mad at me? So you know what? Maybe that only applies to regular villages, not exactly these villages. There's a seed pouch. Some rose quartz, some leads. Yes, and there's a book, King's Journal. Ooh, this might be something fun to read. It's only a couple of pages long. The King's Journal, July 5th. Today, today my unruly peasants attempted to protest my extremely fair taxes today. Oh no, I can't believe this. It was a mere 20 emeralds a week. That's a fraction of their salary. Oh man, August 8th. It says a very large raid party of pillagers attempted to raid on our mighty castle. I'm assuming mighty castle, possibly. They were unsuccessful. All right. It says I railed our forces and we fought back courageously. Oh man, I'm incredibly proud of the king of this fine establishment. Oh yeah, this is the King's Journal. So of course the king is super proud of the king's fantastic work. Of course. Yes, yes, yes. That makes total sense. All right, so we got some other stuff in here. This is kind of cool, though. Okay, so there's like a little bit of stuff. Reclaimed? We have reclaimed 2 on our gear, so could we get reclaimed 3 on our pistol? That'd be really nice. Interesting. Oh, there's a bunch of bookshelves in here, too, so that would have been nice before I had a cow farm and everything. Interesting. And there's even more villagers out here? Nope, we just have animals. And is there anything up in the towers? Ooh, there's a brewing stand. This is a nice little house. This would have been super nice to have found. Is there a way to get in that center section? Or was I already in that center section? I don't actually know. This place seems like kind of small, but it's also quite large at the same time, like wandering around this. Oh yeah, this was the center section. Tons of bread. Ooh, honey-covered apple. I love that the create stuff is sort of integrated into the loot. I really like that. Definitely want these honey bottles, for sure. Look, we got a bellow from supplementaries and a clock from supplementaries. And just the villagers just linking to everything. There's just villagers wandering everywhere. Aha, and upstairs is the librarian. And we have a special librarian up here. I can't open these, but if I do that, there we go. Sharpness. There's an abacus from Cork, which is a really handy tool, by the way. And let's see what's in this. So we got Aqua Affinity. Ooh, Feather Falling. What is that? Another overcapacity? 3? The Feather Falling is kind of nice. And Slayer increases the damage. We already have Slayer on our sword. Okay, so that's interesting. Now, there was a bunch of things on my journey here that I did manage to find, some other locations. So we might still get to test our strength and maybe even loot whatever this thing is over here. Now, I absolutely love the little lore books. That's kind of cool. I really like that, especially knowing that the king was just kind of outcast, apparently, by all of these peasants, apparently. So let's see what this structure has to offer. This is the one that has the floaty guys in it. Okay, I want to loot this. I want to try my best anyways. And I'm going to have to hop off as quickly as I can. This gun is crazy. Okay. Let's try to loot this. I don't know if there's any spawners. There is a spawner. There's a spawner right there. I do have Silk Touch, but I don't think that matters. Does it? We get a broken spawner from Spirit, but no Silk Touch. Oh, we get the orb. Okay, this is the Pillager. Wow, I can't even say the name. The Proglager and friends. Okay, that's what this structure is all about. The Proglager. Oh god. Oh, we're being attacked. Thankfully, our gear kind of stands the test of time here. Ooh, our sword does a lot of damage. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, there's phantom membranes in these. Oh, there's a turtle helmet. Okay, there's a ton of good stuff. I'm gonna try to take as much as I can and make sure to put it inside of my bag over here. Still don't know what the orb is here. There is another. Okay, I'm gonna break this. What is this? This is a zombie spawner. But just to be able to loot this, I am gonna break all of these. Ooh, we got some speed. I don't know what from. Okay, so how do we... Like, what are these guys? And do we have to fight them in the air? And why is there only half a building here? Sure, it just generated like that. Okay, interesting. This might have been where that raiding party came from. God, I forgot I had meat in my pocket. It jump scared me. Okay, that jump scared me quite a bit. Okay. Whew. I forgot I had him in here. Will he actually go after this guy? He doesn't seem to. This guy also doesn't really seem to want to go after me. Can you not do that? Holy smokes. What in the world is this? Cursed Candle has a chance to make enemies fly. Okay, that's pretty cool. I thought I was placing a block and placed that. Oh my gosh, it scared me. My own friend jump scared me. Typical. Ooh, I need to grab those skulls as well. What could possibly be inside of these? Oh my, there is a... Yep, I was not expecting that actually. We just found a Totem of Undying. Typically you have to go through a raid in order to get those. Okay, and then a bunch of smite books, a trumpet, another undying, and a fork. Okay. I'm fine with this. I'm okay with this, actually. Quite a bit okay with this. And is this like an unlimited weapon here? Oh no, it does have durability. Okay. Yeah, it has a chance. Okay, I'm going to take these skulls because we can use this in Forbidden Arcanus, which will be pretty nice. You learned how to draw a skull with chalk. Very nice. Ooh, let's use this on them. All right. Oh, it's got quite a bit of knockback, actually. Oh, there it goes. Oh man, our sword does so much damage to these things. Oh, I think this might be a great place to, for example, call like home for these guys. So I am going to definitely mark this location, and we are probably going to end up setting up a portal to be able to warp here. I guess you can say warp here, but being able to use a nether portal to get to here quickly so we can do potentially some trades. So now after that journey, I get to come back to the base and unload everything and call it a day. But I did find a couple of other structures that I'm pretty excited to get to explore in the coming episodes, especially getting into the iron spells in Spellbook, which is going to be some structures that I need to find, and we're gonna have to find, I think, several of them. As much as I really love having a cursed candle and things like that, I'm more excited actually about getting into some of the crazy spells from the Iron Spells and Spellbook mod, which has a lot of utility. And with that, this is going to be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the adventure. We're going to be doing a lot more adventure coming soon. There's a ton of stuff to do in here and a ton of cool things to find. I'm definitely going to need to up my backpacks. We are going to need a lot more space if I plan on adventuring any more than what I have just done. We are very limited on space at the moment, but I hope you enjoyed. If you did, click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a huge thumbs up. And guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And by the way, it's now time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that huge thanks is going to go out to Cheryl Vista. Thank you, by the way, for your amazing support by supporting me over on the Discord and becoming a Discord premium member and supporting me in one of the best ways possible. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye!